Alright, so we got a customer car here, 650S. Came in because customer thought he had a burnout starter. Starter was burnt out. Replaced the starter, burnt out again immediately. Basically, they called us. We knew right away we had a DLD issue. Well, we know there's a common problem with the factory DLDs that came in these. They have these springs that are supposed to dampen the force, but usually they over time just wear and they fall out and they lock up. Well, starter after starter gets locked up. We realize we have a dampener problem, and as you can see, this little guy decided to pop on out and lock itself up. So we have this damage here. Luckily this is fixable, but we weren't far from digging through this front plate on this transmission. This is a scary problem. Luckily I didn't get too much further than this. So what we're gonna do, replace this DLG with an upgraded one. We're gonna replace the rear main and the front input seal, and we'll have this guy back on the road in no time.
And as you look closer, I mean, we see how deep that is, but look at this. This is metal and oil mixed together. It's almost like a paste. You can see there's just massive how much material has been ground off the front of this transmission due to this problem. And until the spring lodged inside, this would have kept going until it went right through. Well, you know they say out with the old and in with the new. Here's the old. Obviously we already know the problem. Let's recap. These springs start to eat into the metal eats into the spring, one gives way, the spring falls out. It's doing this guy right here. It's eating into the front of your transmission. The teeth of this fall into the starter and the car won't start. You're all upset because you just ruined your rally or your weekend. And the preventive measure, if you do this before this actually happens, this is the upgraded flywheel that Casey's holding. This doesn't have exposed springs. It does have springs internally, but how clever is that? Now we don't have that problem anymore. And we've never seen one of these fail so far to date. This is the upgrade.